Alright guys, hello and welcome back to Let's Play Lightning Return Final Fantasy XIII. And well, the game couldn't release tomorrow, so well, in the meantime I got some free time until my university is gonna start like in the week, so I'm gonna take as much opportunity as possible training. Okay, so at this point in the game, yeah, after passing a midnight on the first day, you pretty much free. Like, you can go wherever the hell you want in this game. I love that, because in the first two games you just go, most of the time you go into the hallway, especially the first game, there's like straight line for like whole, maybe about 20 hours, which including cutscene. The second game got a little bit of side quests and sometimes, but it's still pretty straightforward, like in probably the first a couple hours in the game. But in this one, just introduction for the day 0 and 3 hours for the day 1. And so day 1, I mean in-game hours, not the real hours. It only take about 1 hour here. And there you go where the hell you want. Alright, so we're currently in the Luxarian, which you can play around with the city at night. There are a couple side quests, so alright, here we go. This one is pretty easy.
I just dropped it. now I'll never ever see it again.
Did you lose something? What was it?
I lost my carbuncle doll. It was the prettiest green color. It was an antique. It was my favorite doll in the entire world.
Chin up. It has to be somewhere. If you search hard enough, you'll be able to find it.
I know where it is. The chaos took it away from me. Anything that chaos touches just disappears and you never see it again.
Just because you can't see something, it doesn't mean it's gone. In fact, there might be a way to get it back.
Really? I don't believe you.
Alright, then I'll find it for you and prove it. You're looking for a green carbuncle doll, is that right? In this dying world, all the
That must be the most motherly voice I heard from Lightning ever. I'm surprised. Alright, so green carbuncle doll. It's pretty easy to find. Oh my god, so much lag. So much lag. I need to close something. There we go. Maybe a little bit here. There you go. Gotcha. Ah, little football again.
You disgust me.
Alright. Gonna beat you with 2-hit attack. Block strike. Claw slash. Oh. You didn't do it. Whatever. The monster is one of the city. No wonder people die left and right. Alright, this guy also pretty easy. Just kinda like a mage, just attack him when you use magic and bam. Alright, you're gonna see that for you're probably gonna see that like for the most the entire game. Alright, gain common confound and gonna toss to the girl. I really need to fix this goddamn frame rate. This is the lowest resolution I can go to. Yep.
Look what I found. Here you go. Make sure you don't lose it again, okay?
My doll! You really found it! Oh, thank you! My mom gave this to me. She's gone now. She got swallowed up by the chaos. It was 200 years ago, maybe longer. If this doll was safe and sound inside the chaos, that means my mom is okay too, right?
And that's not how it works, girls.
Far away, right?
Okay, here's something I don't get. Yeah, sure, she's a little girl, but she's like 500 years old already. Like, remember, everyone in this goddamn world is 500 years old. Like, okay, I imagine maybe sometimes people would kind of like broken for living 500 years old, but I don't think people would go back to be like the child that is much. I mean 500 years and 5 years is probably enough to be grown up. Something.
Still exist. They pray they'll see their loved ones again. Mother, the same way I pray that Sarah and I will be together again someday.
Alright, so I gotta go to use now until this until 6 a.m. until the hope
This is
call
Luxarian's
me
North
back to the
Station.
Ark.
The trains here shuttle back and forth between Luxarian and Yusnan, the city that never sleeps. There is another station in Luxarian, South Station. The trains there will take you to either of these two locations. The Wildlands, where you can enjoy fresh air, nature, and friendly faces. Or the Dead Dunes, a desert abundant with hidden treasures. This is where you can purchase your tickets.
You make every area sounds nice, even though there's really not. So go to Yusnan. Even though I'm saying we're still gonna pay your money. Yusnan, there is not much area that has a monster, but there's a lot of side quests you can do, and there's and not only that, some certain area have some people have a different feel depending on the time. Like Yusnan is a city of carnival and celebration, right? So in about between 6 p.m. to midnight, it's gonna be really crowded, and there's crowded for the people. But in the morning, it's gonna feel like usual cities that prepare for the next carnival. Probably, I would say that Yusnan is probably my favorite location in this game.
I swear I'll make you happy. Those were my own words. But I think I was fooling. I couldn't do a damn thing. You died centuries ago, and it still feels like yesterday. Not a day goes by when I don't think of you and how I could save you. But I failed you.
Oh my god, this frame rate is really bad.
Like a fool, I'm just spinning my wheels while the world dies. Now everything's ending, and no one's gonna survive.
Man, Snow, you changed from Sora to the typical Square Enix character. Hell, even the typical Square Enix protagonist is not really this emo. To be fair, it's 500 years and she on board. You know, Sarah died and she can't do jack crap for like 500 years. Hell, even it looks like Riku.
Sarah, I need to know. When I die, will I get to see you again? Not that I have any right to.
Yep, that's typical emo dialogue.
This world alone, and that's the way we gotta leave it. What are you waiting for, Lightning? You don't have much time left before the world ends. This is your last chance for payback to the man who couldn't keep your sister safe.
I can feel that every single tidbit of emo-ness in this.
So now it's the glittering city. This is how Snow entertains himself these days?
I don't know how entertaining he finds it, but it's certainly his doing. Yusnan is Snow's town now. The residents call him the patron, and he runs everything here, especially the feasts and banquets. I've heard that he wanted everyone to enjoy whatever brief time they had left. But these days he's holed up in his palace. Who knows what he's thinking?
If I could, I'd go and visit. But I don't think I'm welcome there. Guess I should have pulled my punches.
No, it was the right thing to do at the time. I really thought if you confronted him head on, he'd open up to you. Of course, it's been centuries. People are bound to change.
Have the years changed him? Maybe. The Snow I remember was an optimist. Almost laughably so. He believed in everyone, and so everyone believed in him.
Yeah, even though he's crazy, it's actually you can find some likable in him like towards the game.
But while I slept away the years in Crystal, he had to live every day, facing the world's coming end. Centuries, watching all hope crumble, lifetimes passing without a hint of escape. No man can stare into the darkness for so long and survive with his soul intact.
Alright, we going to save Snow. But before that, let's enjoy the party. Alright, there's a couple of side quests I want to do. Okay, there's one side quest that I kinda really like. It's mostly for a ridiculous reason.
I think I found a way you can sneak in. The Augur's Quarter is our best bet.
to be honest, you can't really do much in this place until like except the morning. Alright, teleport. Basic abilities cost 3 AP, and can teleport to the place you want, but only a specific place like a station or some town and like that. It's pretty useful for some occasion. Also, there's the marker for this place, which if you kind of play this game for like you probably don't really need that much. But I use it one for the quest that has a specific time to complete. Alright, unlock the Usnan destination.
I've come to see the patron's palace from up close. Just looking at it would make me feel richer myself. It's the most extravagant building.
Yeah, you're gonna find this guy, the guy who playing the music of Final Fantasy a lot, all around the city.
It's a palace. They ought to at least let us go look at it for free, right? It'll be alright. Come on, let's go.
Well, apparently Snow is not that type of benevolent ruler after all.
The Augur's Quarter is the exclusive playground of the rich. Commoners aren't welcome, and that will include you. Though
I'm a freaking saver. How can I a commoner?
apparently there's some sort of back door. I definitely think it's worth looking into.
They say that some girl calling herself the Savior is wanted for questioning. According to the rumors on the street, she can steal your very soul. She busted her way into the palace and tried to take out the patron himself.
Well, I can take your soul right here, right now, boys. Need something useful? Ooh, bliss! Alright, the first thing first. The first thing you have to do when you come to this city is just go to this
It seems crashing
shop.
that
Oh,
part
come
puts you
on.
on the city's radar. The guards are looking for you. Sneaking into the palace again is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go unnoticed.
Alright. I gonna need to use that already because I'm already free now, and well, there's no reason for not using it. Chronostasis.
Maybe I could use my notoriety to my advantage.
You mean you can purposefully draw attention and throw the palace security into confusion? It might just work, so give it a try.
Alright, so the first thing first, when you come to this city, you have to go to this outfitter and buy this suit. Well, it's pretty important for you guys who don't play a PC version. Not only this have a bliss ability, which is pretty good. The level 2 bliss ability that actually increases your strength.
Thanks for dropping.
And here we go. I got a Phoenix Wright suit. I know so many people are gonna hate me for this, but whatever. This is what I usually do with this game, man. Just making a lightning cosplay with other characters. And I mean, it's a pretty good super game too, so there's no reason for me to doing it. Alright, probably one of my favorite side quests for being freaking ridiculous. You're gonna go for this restaurant here. Okay, so this area is like a bunch of restaurants, so even though it have no purpose for combat, but really, it's kind of realistic, but pretty cool.
This is so exciting. What can I get you?
Well, what do you serve?
Anything you want. How about the chef special made from top quality recycled material?
Top quality recycled material. That's not the word.
Are you
Refinable?
sure that's actually edible?
You mean that black
Yes, it definitely
flying
will.
boat
Give it to
thingy
you, I
fly?
guarantee it. And since you're my first customer in days, no charge.
Sure, why not? I mean, it's not as disgusting as those.
Nothing ventured.
That's the spirit. Take the plunge, I say.
Even the sounds look disgusting. Sounds disgusting.
Well, does it make your taste buds sing? Are you transported to culinary heaven?
What the hell is that flying newspaper?
Too much salt, perhaps. I can brush it off if you like.
No, it's actually really good.
God, that is a relief. I mean, of course it's good. I knew you'd love it. I've been working on the recipe for weeks. Unfortunately, it's not very nutritious. People are more health conscious these days, which is ironic considering.
Yep.
Nutritious or not, you'd think that more people would come back for this.
Really? That things fly?
I just don't have
that's buying both sides is gonna draw people here?
I just can't seem to attract more customers. I've been living on the brink of financial ruin for years now. My son got sick of it, so he left.
You've got the chops to be a good cook, though. Why don't you try to find yourself a partner? You know, someone you trust who has a better head for business.
Now that you mention it, I hear there's a famous food expert here in Yusnan. Apparently he specializes in turning around lost causes like mine. I'll bet... No, I know he could help me, but how do I find him? All I know is his name.
And what is it?
Gordon Gourmet. Despite his fame, he's hard to track down. If you do happen to run into him, could you tell him about CDs?
Alright, quest accept, even though it's freaking obvious about, you know, who's Gordon Gourmet is. But I'll take it. Alright, this episode I'm gonna finish this side quest for this episode.
You are far too kind. Thank you so much. I hope you find him soon.
Alright, gonna find this guy who called Gordon Gourmet, which I already know where he is. There we go.
Tell me, are you the famous food expert?
Possibly. I do boast a certain renown in culinary circles. It cannot be denied.
I can't seem to remember this accent, but it's surely pretty hammy.
CD's restaurant, you say? I do hate to see a good restaurant go undiscovered by the dining public.
So, will you help him out? I can take you right there.
Oh no. CD's restaurant? I'm afraid you will have to find someone else. I'm sorry.
I can't persuade you?
Impossible. This city is overflowing with restaurants crying out for the deft helping hand of Gordon Gourmet. I'm run ragged trying to keep up. And, well, you see... Right, my rule. I have an ironclad policy. I cannot help an establishment unless the owner approaches me directly.
You just made that up, didn't you? Alright, can you do this for me? Just give me some advice now and I'll pass it along to the owner. You don't have to come to the restaurant at all.
That sounds reasonable. I mean, I'd hate to see a restaurant serving fried niblet hairballs go under. Except, if I give advice, I need to make sure that it is communicated accurately, with total precision. And that means my messenger has to understand the instructions perfectly.
Well, I guess that rules me out. I don't know the first thing about fine dining.
Oh, you don't have to be a top chef, or even a garde-manger. All you need is a discerning palate. Practically anyone can acquire one with a little training.
I'm not sure what you mean by a discerning palate, but I don't think I have one.
Trust me when I say it can be found. In fact, a tour of the best establishments of the gluttonous quarters should do.
The Culinary Experience, the 6th most popular restaurant in the world of found Gilson Quarter. Eat all the 6 established and report the finding gourmet. Alright, let's go eat every single restaurant we have here. Man, actually, if this is in real life, it's gonna be a pretty fun side quest. Alright, a good thing that my health is low, so I can actually get used to it. Snow Special. Man, you name the menu after him? Alright.
When offering a complete dining experience to discerning patrons, superb food and excellent drinks are not enough. One must always anticipate the needs of your patrons.
Alright, that's common sense.
Assessing the dining space from the viewpoint of my customers, the comfort, the decor. Our customers want more than just a meal. They come for the memories they can savor for years to come.
You have to master the way of the core. Did you tell me that like 4 sentences give me master the way of service? The way of service? Alright. Looks like gonna master all 6 way of culinary art of this. Oh my god. Yeah, that's probably what I like about this. I mean, yeah, its text doesn't make sense, but I love it. Alright. So, which restaurant should I go next? Alright, gonna master how to cook meat. Oh my god, kebab. BB burgers? Oh, got that.
Our meat is shipped directly from the wildlands. We use only natural ingredients, none of that synthetic stuff. Grilling and roasting are the best. The key is knowing how to seal in the juices and flavors. And we do that better than anyone else.
Alright, I'm Master Rotisor? Yeah, now I can cook like freaking the best hamburger in the entire world.
meals don't slow you down.
Ah, shut up, Hope. I'm enjoying myself.
Every one of our fish is fresh caught and delicious.
Oh man, stuffing and ship. I'll take that.
We get our seafood fresh every morning. Comes straight out of the ocean. Tastes great raw or grilled.
Is there's an ocean left here? I mean, there's all, but there's still boat to catch the fish. All right, I mastered the poisoneer. Poisoneer. Oh my god, all this vocabulary is just beyond me.
You're gonna be. This is the glutton's quarter.
Oh come on, that's dialogue is overlapping each other.
If the world's ending anyway, I suppose you might as well enjoy your last meal.
Oh man, alright. Time for the drink. Well, I'm consuming anyway. I need to do this. Got it. Alice beer and fire in a bottle. Oh, man, I'm really curious what this looks like.
Spirits on the rocks to complex and fruity concoctions with little umbrellas. We serve all kinds of drinks. Cocktails can be served chilled or warm, shaken or stirred. Everyone has their own preferences. We encourage customers to consult with our staff to create the perfect cocktail to accompany their evening.
Alright, so sommelier. I'm master sommelier. That's good.
Welcome.
Alright, let's see it. If this I can actually see the food, I will be freaking hungry. Oh my god, Final Fantasy 15 actually have some real food there. Man, I need to have food aside to play that damn game.
Shopping bags and rest their weary feet. Our cakes and sweets are the perfect pick-me-up for just about everyone. We put a lot of love into our cakes, and that's what makes them so good. They're like treats for your palate and soul.
Yeah, that dialogue is not gonna help you to be, you know, good at being patisserie at all. Oh my god, I'm master the patisserie again? Patisserie?
Come enjoy the healthy fruits of the earth.
Oh my god, go. You remind me of that guy, that near developer from the Square Enix conference last year. You know that moon face?
Even kids who hate greens love my veggie dishes. Vitamins in vegetables are determined by their color. You want a wide variety for a well-balanced diet.
Yay, victory fanfare!
Well, you visited all the best restaurants. What do you say, Light? Do you feel like you've learned all there is to know?
Listening to scraps of advice from chefs won't make me an expert. Besides, most of what they told me was common sense, and they didn't tell me anything I hadn't heard before.
Well, alright, gonna use this thing again.
Maybe you should go back and talk to a real expert. Go to the Banquet of the Lord and see what Gordon Gourmet has to say.
Well, I mean, it's kind of nice for you to remind me what kind of quest it is, but I don't know if that will be useful unless I'm just pausing it. Just pause and haven't played a game for a while.
Well, how goes the culinary tour?
I did what you suggested. I visited the top restaurants in the neighborhood.
That is excellent news. So now let me give you the advice I promised. If XIII's restaurant wants to turn its business around... wait, let me ask you something first. You've eaten at XIII's and at the best establishments in Yusnan. Why don't you tell me what you think is the main difference between the two? I'd be interested to hear your opinion. In your own words, of course.
Why? Is this some kind of test?
Yes, exactly. Now tell me, what did all the successful restaurants have in common that poor old XIII's lacks?
Let me see. Everyone I spoke to was helpful. They seemed honest and open. I don't think they were lying to me, but something seemed off.
Oh, would you care to elaborate?
Well, it almost felt like they were hiding something from the customers. But it wasn't as if they were deliberately lying or trying to deceive anyone. In fact, I don't think they realized it themselves. They thought they were telling me everything they knew. Yes, that's it. It was unconscious, like an instinct. They were hiding something, but they weren't doing it deliberately at all. I'd say the very best chefs, restaurant managers, and bartenders all share some kind of secret. It's like a special ingredient that makes their food stand out from the others.
What a wonderful deduction. You have hit the nail on the head. To think you discovered this answer only after visiting a few establishments. It is as you say. The best, most successful restaurants have a certain je ne sais quoi, a secret something that makes their offerings unique. And finding that something...
To be fair, I can actually like this moment.
In other words, if the
It's
restaurant does
yeah,
not
it's
already have
even though I play as
something, then I
lightning
simply
for the
cannot
whole
help
game,
it.
I enjoy this interaction with other people around the world.
I can tell you this, the chef there already knows his secret. The talent is there to make that restaurant a success. Unfortunately for him, the secret spice that gives his dishes flair is extremely rare. He cannot secure supplies, and that is why he struggles. Let me be specific. Once upon a time, CD's recipes all featured the spice commonly known as civet musk. But then supplies dried up and the restaurant fell into a long decline.
You seem to know a lot about CDs.
Oh my god, that's no art on the freaking...
Let's just say we have a close history and leave it at that.
Fine by me. All I need to know is that if I can find this spice, the restaurant should start bringing in customers.
Yes, exactly. The problem is the spice is not easy to find. In fact, the only way to acquire it would be to defeat certain monsters.
Well, leave it to me. I got a giant sword in my back.
All for want of a single spice, his restaurant is failing. He has the recipe for success. He just needs the final ingredient.
Alright, gotta find the secret mask and will the beast Corridinger? Alright, you're gonna hear me. You're gonna hear me confused about this word a lot. My English is like 10 freaking years old. Whoa! Thank God this game doesn't have a fall damage. And you guys, and it's supposed to be here. There you go, there you go. Come here, little kitty.
Unlucky for you.
To be fair, this cat is actually a common enemy you'll find in desert, but it's not really hard to fight them. Just spamming magic until it breaks. You have cure, but it doesn't kill that much. And time to attack. Crushing wave. Enemy Slayer. All right, perfect. And Seaweed Mask. There we go. Even is he gonna have enough for the supply with only one?
You found some civet musk. You should head back to Gordon Gourmet and see what he advises you to do next.
I enjoy all this interaction, man. Even though he isn't showing much emotion, but yeah, I kind of enjoy for some character to interact with people with different interests and personality. I kind of like it, and I pretty enjoy and care a lot about food. So really, I kind of like this side quest.
You found civet musk. Thank you.
Dude, it's like near the goddamn right next to this goddamn restaurant.
Why are you thanking me? If anyone should be grateful, it's me, and the owner of CDs, for all of your helpful advice.
Oh, quite so. When you put it that way, of course you're right. I just get caught up in a project and start thinking it's my own restaurant I'm saving. But back to business. Here, I developed this new and original recipe. I want you to take it back to CD's together with the civet musk you acquired. The owner will be waiting anxiously for you.
So, you still don't want to meet him yourself?
I'm afraid that won't happen. Not ever again. However,
well, that's pretty obvious now.
CD's the very best. Please tell him that whatever happens, I'll be praying for his success.
There we go. Golden Gourmet's recipes.
Lightning, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Do you remember what the owner of CD's told us when we met?
You mean the story about his son that ran away from home and the restaurant started failing?
This thing doesn't make sense at all.
We've both been thinking that maybe this son of his went on to become a famous food expert.
And that's why Gordon won't meet CD's owner. But he still clearly wants to help out. Let's take the civet musk and recipe to CD's.
Alright. To be fair, it's only 13 days until the war's end. Well, it's better for them to reunite with each other. Recipes.
Gordon Gourmet created a new recipe for you. You should make it with this civet musk. Do that and you'll be able to save your restaurant. At least, that's what he said.
Why, thank you! This is wonderful! How can I ever repay you? This is incredible! Everything is here in black and white! A groundbreaking dish! I'd never have thought to do half the things in this recipe. The genius of Gordon Gourmet oozes from every word.
Notice anything else?
About the recipe? No, not particularly. It's well organized, written in a clear hand. Wait. This handwriting, it looks strangely familiar. Yes, I've seen it before. These swirls, these bold loops. could it be?
I think so. It turns out Gordon Gourmet has a
Well,
secret
he's not
identity.
really
He's
good
your
at hiding the
long-lost son.
secret.
He is? And you're sure it was him who created this wonderful recipe? But more importantly, he's in this town. Is he happy?
You have nothing to worry about. He's doing great. Except, I'm really sorry, but I don't think he wants to see you again. I can't tell you where he is.
But why? Yes, we quarreled when he left, but that was a long time ago. Is he still angry at me?
Do you have a message for him? I can make sure he gets it.
Well, how about this? I'm gonna make his dish just like the recipe lays out. Would you be so good as to deliver it to him? At the very least, I want him to try it. Truth be told, what I really want to tell him is to come back to CD's and work with me. Perhaps if he knew that I still haven't lost my touch, would that be enough to entice him back? I don't know.
I don't think words alone will do it, but if he tries your dish and likes it, that might be enough for him.
And there it is, finished at last. Here, please, I want you to be the first to taste it.
All right. I'm feeling hungry anyway.
Dude, like you eat like 6 restaurants later ago. How could you be hungry? Deliciousness restore all your health. Well, thank you. I'm got in max health anyway.
Wow. This might be the most delicious thing I've ever had in my entire life. Really, it's incredible.
Why, thank you.
Now that vow is
Credit must go to my son.
maybe it's some tiny, maybe a sort of little bit of emotion there, just a little tiny
Would you
bit.
do this last thing for me?
Sure. I'll take it to Gordon Gourmet.
Alright, steak a la seaweed. I'm gonna finish this side quest by just deliver this delicious steak. Oh man, I hope Final Fantasy 15 has some side quests with this kind of food. You know, even Ignis is master chefs anyway, and you can actually see food in that game. And oh my god, I really need food inside of me when I play that goddamn game.
This is the famous banquet of the Lord, recognized by even the patron himself.
Oh, do I smell what I think I smell? I do, don't I? That must be my recipe.
Yes, the owner at CD's insisted that I bring you a portion so you could taste it for yourself.
I see. Well, then...
Is this good for you to... Is it good to bring the food from other restaurant to eat it in...
Oh, yes. A perfect
this
balance of
in
fuzzy
the
mutton
another
and
restaurant?
musk. The palate sings. It's a microcosm of culinary delight. A theme park of olfactory and gustatory attractions. And if you think that's hyperbole, I've only just begun. This is even better than I imagined. I always knew he was a skilled chef, but this...
So, why don't you go back there and help him out again in the kitchen?
Go back? What do you mean? I've never... Oh, all right. Oh, the cat's out of the bag. You've somehow figured it out. What my true identity is. Yes, I admit it. I am indeed the son of the owner of CD's restaurant. It was a long time ago, but one day we quarreled, and I left the shop vowing never to return. We fought over cooking, you see. But even after I left, I vowed that one day I would rebuild the restaurant. That's what started me on my journey to becoming Gordon Gourmet.
Well, you only got 13 days left. You better do that quick.
Culinary arts. After many years of study, I finally had an epiphany. I realized what CD's restaurant needed to regain its former glory.
How many goddamn years? 200 years for you to do
When
that?
my father saw your recipe, he was thrilled. All he could talk about was how he dreamed of you coming back. So the two of you could run the restaurant together, just like old times.
So he recognizes my ability.
To be fair, you have like 200 years for testing and experience with the food. You probably like a god already.
Times were tough. I'm ashamed of what I did. I can't face him again.
Typical son can't face
You
father.
mustn't feel that way, my son.
Father, how did you find me?
My apologies to the young lady, but I wanted to see you. I followed her after she left the shop. What do you say? Let's start over. You set out on your own, did things your own way, stayed true to yourself, working hard to achieve your dreams. And now look what you can do. The recipe that you created was amazing. I've never seen the likes of it before. What can I say except that I am proud of you?
But Father, I left you.
Not in my wildest dreams could I have conceived of such a dish. Indeed, if you had given it to me back then, I doubt I would have recognized its greatness. But worse, I wouldn't have believed you could be capable of such a thing. I always underestimated you, my son. For that, you have my sincere apologies.
It's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for abandoning you and the restaurant when you were struggling to keep it going.
Looks like you two have made up.
Yes. Now let's get to it, shall we? Together. We'll make CDs a success again!
Well, you saw that in the other freaking restaurant. That's not gonna get other restaurant any. Oh, whatever. I got a ship hat, and some pretty couple good stat. Oh man. All right.
That went well.
Yep.
A microcosm of culinary delight, did he say? That sounds rather tasty to me. Was it as good as he said?
Want me to pick you up some takeout?
You know what I'd prefer over that? If sometime you made me one of your specialty dishes.
Oh come on, Hope
I
you
haven't
look like
spent much time
15.
in kitchens,
15.
But if you want something off a campfire grill, maybe I could rustle something up. I was never as good a cook as Sarah, but I have been told that I grill a pretty mean behemoth steak.
Oh man, stop talking like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to Sizzler.
It ends here. This is it.